Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to Cosmic Culture. I'm your host Chris, and I know you guys are all patiently waiting for the big Marvel event that is happening today during D23. It starts at 10 o'clock Pacific time, so only a few hours away, and hopefully we'll be getting all of those updates that I know we've all been just losing our minds with excitement to have. However, there have been a lot of announcements coming from Disney Live Action, Disney Animation, and a few other things like the first look at The Little Mermaid. I want to cover all of that for you now while we wait so you can get an update on the current events happening at D23. So if you're interested in all things Disney, stay till the very end of the video so you can hear what's coming your way and some of the announcements made at D23. If you haven't already, consider subscribing and turning on that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of our other major movie and television news updates happening daily here on the channel. You can also follow me on my other socials, Instagram at Chris M. Rosser and Twitter at TheCultureChris. So, Disney live action announcements. It started with Pinocchio. This recreation, a live action version of a well-known Disney classic, Pinocchio, went live and had its debut this week on Disney+. So feel free to go and check it out. They talked about it. They talked about Tom Hanks and how he was involved and a few other things during the D23 event, but mostly it was to get everybody super excited and go ahead and watch the film. Fans also got a wicked greeting from Hocus Pocus 2. All three of the Sanders sisters were there. It's been 29 years since the 17th century sisters had been resurrected, and they are looking for revenge. So it's up to 3 high school students to stop the ravenous witches from wreaking a new kind of havoc before dawn on All Hallows Eve. This sequel to the original Hocus Pocus movie is going to be a ton of fun, especially since Hocus Pocus does have such a cult following, I would almost call it, and I know that there are a lot of people out there very excited for this. So it was nice to get that little update and to have some of the actresses show up, and overall I think that that's going to be hopefully a very well recreated sequel. Next, we saw Disenchanted, which had Amy Adams, Patrick Dempsey, Maya Rudolph, and many others up on the stage while they gave us the first trailer for the film. Now, overall, I feel like this will be a very standard live-action Disney movie, and it's gonna follow the same storyline plot ideologies of the majority of, go happy, family-friendly Disney movies. Hopefully you enjoy it, and hopefully you enjoyed the trailer. Next up was Peter Pan and Wendy. And Jude Law, who will be playing Captain Hook, was up on stage, as well as the other cast, Wendy, Peter Pan, and Tiger Lily. And the cast discussed what fans can expect from the new film and revealed an exclusive first look at the film for the D23 audience. This is one of the live action renditions that I'm pretty excited for, and that's Peter Pan and Wendy. Now, this specific presentation ended with 4 highly anticipated titles headed to theaters in 2023 and 2024. Haunted Mansion, Mufasa the Lion King, live action Snow White, and the live action Little Mermaid. Now, the Haunted Mansion is actually about a woman and her son who enlist a motley crew of so-called spiritual experts to help rid their home of supernatural squatters. They shared a sneak peek of the film exclusively with the D23 Expo crowd, then welcomed the queen of scary movies, Jamie Lee Curtis, who made an unforgettable entrance aboard a Haunted Mansion doom buggy. So that was a really fun announcement for them to continue on and talk about it. They even shared some footage. Also, Mufasa, The Lion King. A prequel to The Lion King won't release until 2024, but director Barry Jenkins was on hand to show a never-before-seen sneak peek and share a little about the film, which is currently in production. Told in flashbacks, Rafiki, Timon, and Pumbaa tell the story of Mufasa to a young lion cub. Mufasa reveals the rise of one of the greatest kings of the Pride Lands. So, also, a very cool little prequel about, flashback prequel. So it's happening in real time for the Lion King story, I guess, but it is told through flashbacks. So kind of a prequel, also kind of not a prequel, but overall I think something people will like. Snow White, a live-action reimagining of the classic tale starring Rachel Zegler in the title role and Gal Gadot as Snow White's stepmother, the Queen. Both of these actresses were on stage and shared a first look at their 2 characters, which again was exclusively shared at D23 and we don't have any images of. So maybe they're out there somewhere, maybe they're not, but they are moving forward with that. The entire live-action Disney Projects event ended with The Little Mermaid, where director Rob Marshall took a break from post-production Under the Sea to share more about the live-action version of the beloved tale. He played the part of Your World sequence for the fans in Hall D23, and then Halle Berry, who will be playing Ariel herself, joined him up on stage. They then released the new teaser trailer, which hopefully you have seen by now and is playing right here. And I think people are now going to start discussing what they think about Little Mermaid, whether or not this is going to be a hit live action or a not hit live action. It's been the case with every single live action that Disney has done so far, where either people are really excited or really not excited. And I'm curious how you guys feel about not only Little Mermaid, but about Snow White, the new Mufasa Lion King, which will be, quote unquote live action, the remake of Haunted Mansion, Peter Pan and Wendy, the Disenchanted sequel, Hocus Pocus sequel, and the Pinocchio live action. I've heard from a few people about the Pinocchio live action, and quite honestly, it's not been all great things that I've heard. So, although I know that I have some excitement as a fan of Disney, I know a lot of you people have some excitement as fans of Disney. How do you feel about these projects that were announced? And is it something that you can't wait for or could live without with? Moving forward, we have the Pixar Animation Studios event. Here's everything that was announced. Elemental, Win or Lose, which is a new movie coming out for us. Inside Out 2, which fans of Inside Out will be excited to hear is coming. So those are the announcements from Pixar Animation. We can also move forward to the panel where Walt Disney Animation Studios decided to share their upcoming projects. We start with Zootopia Plus, which is launching on Disney Plus November 9th. They saw the first trailer for the new short-form series, which heads back to the fast-paced mammal metropolis, driving deeper into the lives of some of the favorite characters of yours from Zootopia. We also had a first look at Iwaju, an all-new original long-form series created in collaboration with Pan-African comic book entertainment company Kugali. We then had the sneak peek reveal of a first trailer exclusively for D23 members of Strange World. Now, this movie is about an incredible family who must get past their differences to save a strange world full of danger and surprises. This is the next feature film for Disney Animation, and it seems like they took their time talking about it, explaining it, and not only did they share the trailer, they also shared a fight scene that happens during the film. Now, in the final moments of this panel, Disney officially unveiled a next animation original called Wish, which is set to release fall 2023, and it comes out during the studio's 100th year. Now, this film was described as a movie that could only come from Walt Disney Animation Studios, and it is an epic animated musical inspired by the legacy of the films, where you ask the question, how did the wishing star upon so many characters' wish come to be? So a very important answer, and maybe some type of actual story as to why wishing upon a star for so many different Disney characters and individuals has so much weight and importance, will be answered in that new animated movie, which will be coming out fall 2023. And so far, that is everything that has happened at D23 worth noting. Obviously, it's a massive event, big convention, and a lot of different things, but over in Hall D23, where we are all waiting for the big Marvel event to take place, that is what we have heard up to this point from Disney Live Action, Pixar, and Disney Animated Studios. Hopefully this was an update that gave you a few answers, and hopefully you're not feeling too left out of all the fun happening at D23. Thank you guys so much for watching to the very end of the video. Consider subscribing and show some support for the channel by liking the video, and I'll catch you guys all in the next one right here on Cosmic Culture.